What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of the Zero to Market Engineer series. This is going to be episode 2, and it is NFP week still. I'm filming yet another video, and while I can't show you profits from this week because I honestly avoided trading for this week, I try to take a step back, be more patient, and I will break it down in one of the trade recaps if you're curious about the price action, if you're watching this recently and not later. But something that I can show you is this right here. And that right there is the income statement for my bank for last month, the month of May. And I was able to make 25K in a single month at 19. And that's game-changing money. Like that kind of money as a trader, as any kind of like entrepreneur, that's a ton of money. That kind of money going back into your business means a lot, because with that kind of money, you can make reinvestments. You can open up a bigger trading account. You can buy a bunch of funded accounts. That's game-changing money, no matter what field you're in. And building up to this point, and the main topic of this video is how much times I wanted to quit before I was able to get this. How many times I would quit and not even expect that I'd ever be able to do this. My goal was 10K a month. I never expected that I'd be able to surpass it, and in so little time. Like, I'm only 19 right now, and this is my second year actually trading live funds. Previously, it was just demo, and it took a long time. And up until that point, because I've had so much funded accounts that I've blown before, so much. Even when I was like underage, I'd still be trading live kind of funds, like prop firms, but never once did I like come even close to passing it. And every single time I'd fail one of those challenges where I could have made money on it, and I was seeing all these like other interviews from the firm where I'd see other people pulling out so much money, and I just realized that I blew yet another opportunity to make that kind of money. It hurt me. It hurt me bad, and I wanted to quit. And so much times, every single time that would happen, I would start doubting everything. Like everything that I learned, everything that I did, myself, my mentor, I would doubt everything, and I'd be like, trying to find somebody to blame. And every time that I do that, I would take away from the opportunity to learn myself. I would try to put the blame either on my system, on whoever I learned from, or on like my psychology or my lack of experience, my age. And every single time I do that, I would take responsibility away from myself and I'd put it into that external factor's hands. And when I do that, I would not be able to like learn from that. I wouldn't be able to learn from that blown account. I wouldn't be able to learn from those bad trades that led up to that blown account. All that I would do when I like do that is set myself further back. It's waste time. That was just another period of wasted time that led up to me missing out on an opportunity to learn and become profitable faster. Now I'm profitable, and I'm grateful that I was able to become profitable at such a young age. Because now I don't even have to worry about finding any income. I can just focus on doing what I love to do. Coming out here on social media and making videos every day. Doing other things that I love doing with my time. Reinvesting and building an empire that will actually like fund my lifestyle. The kind of lifestyle that I want to be living. That's the kind of life that I've created through trading. But I definitely could have found success faster. Because this is like year 5 for me. And it was only until like midway into my last year, like a few months after I turned 18 and actually started trading live on my own, that's when I like finally started making money. But up until that point, like I was just losing and losing and losing. And I had a mentor that like would give me accounts. Like he worked for a prop firm and he would give me accounts. And never once was I able to pass those. And I feel like a big part of that was that I was handed those accounts, and at like sometimes it was 100K. There was even a 200K in there. Now imagine if a 15-year-old funded a 200K. Like that would have been crazy money for me. That would have definitely propelled me. Like if only I had known what I know now at that time, like I would have been able to start making so much money faster. I would have been able to like click like this, pass that account, and actually start making money. But I lacked one of the most important things, and that was like understanding how serious it really was. Because as a younger like kid, like I don't think I understood what it meant yet. What it meant to make money like that, and how serious it actually was. Like what that would have resulted in if I had passed that account. Because like I was younger and I was greedy, impatient, and I tried to pass that. I would over leverage and I would try to pass those accounts fast. But think about it. If I just held that 200K and just took my time on it, learned as much as I could, placed as much trades as I could, I would have learned a ton from that account. I would have maybe even passed it because I would have lowered the risk and like allowed myself to take more trades and like really reevaluate and look at my win rate, see what I'm doing wrong. There's no limit to how long you can hold those accounts, and yet we try to rush through them so much. We try to rush through them and we only end up setting ourselves further back. Especially if you're getting into trading younger and you have a funded account, or like if you're funded, that's great. Like literally take your time on that thing. Drop the risk so much. If you're young and you're funded, drop the risk to as low as you possibly can and just try to take as many trades as you can so you can learn from it. Spend a year holding that account, like with literally 0.01 trades, even if it's 100K. Like hold that account as long as you possibly can. Take as many trades as you can and use that like free resource where they like show you your win rate and like everything else, and just try to absorb as much as you can from that. Because one of the biggest mistakes that I learned in my first year is that I was impatient and I would over leverage, and I literally blew like my 200K in like a week or two. Like a few days of trading, because I wasn't obviously trading every day of the week. It was literally like 2 or 3 days where I'd like run down to the daily drawdown, come really close to blowing it, pull it back a little bit, and it was literally just a downhill slope like this until I blew the account. There was not even a single winning move. Like it was just a downhill slope until the account got blown. Even though I knew the same stuff that I know now. I traded the same pair and I traded around the same time. I traded New York earlier as well. But basically everything was the same, and the only thing that's different from me back then and me now is my mind, is what I understand, and all the pieces of experience that I've gathered from the different scenarios I've experienced in the market. That's the only thing that's different from the me back then that would blow those accounts, and the me now that can pass any account, like literally any funded account. You've seen what I've done on funding pips. Almost like 9 out of 10 funded account challenges that I've tried, I have passed them. And the only times I ever blow them is like if I do something stupid, if I blow it in like a trade, or I get slippage on a larger lot size position and I end up blowing the account like that. But other than that, my system is profitable, and even if I was to lose more accounts than I would like expect, I would accept that and I'd keep going because I've already experienced the profit of my system. This right here proves to me that my system works, because this didn't come from one lucky trade. This was week after week that last month where I secured a 1,500 payout, then a 3,000 payout in the same week. Next week, nothing. The week after that, 8,000 payout. Few days go by, and I keep trading, no setups, 12K payout. And it was just an uphill slope last month where I was just making more and more money as the week went on, or as the month went on. It wasn't luck. It was me preparing myself for opportunities that came in the week. The more money that I make, the more money I'm able to trade with, the more money I'm willing to risk, and therefore the more that I'll make. And it's only going to keep going up, and you guys will see that. Like, click the link below and watch my Instagram page, because I'll keep you guys updated more on Instagram than my YouTube. Like my YouTube, I come out here and kind of give you like an overview of everything that has gone by. But you'll see from like my journey that it's only going to start going up and up, because my system, first of all, my psychology has already clicked. My system is profitable, and I know that it's profitable. So even in those low moments where I'm on like some losing streak, or I blow an account, that doesn't matter to me, because my system's profitable, and most of the time all I have to do is reflect on that mistake that I made and learn from it, keep on going, because my system's profitable and I'm going to make money as long as I trade properly, as long as I avoid trading like weeks like NFP, literally just taking a step back from the market. As long as I keep doing that, I'm going to make money, and I'm going to make more and more and more money every single week. There's going to be times I'm sure that I'll get greedy at sometimes. I'll lack some willpower and I'll go in with more risk than I would need to. But that's besides the point. Like, I can learn from those things and I can move on. What I want to convey to you guys is that you can eventually get to a point where it's just an infinite scaling, right? We're in a field where you can get paid based on how well you perform. So what you should do is try to maximize yourself, maximize your mind, maximize your body, maximize your skill set, your confidence. All these things go into a profitable system. And you kind of just have to keep nailing away until you like train yourself on all the little mistakes that you're going to be doing. And I kind of want to break down to you guys the things that you should focus on. And one of those things is going to be like just like greed. It's one of the biggest things that like held me back, because greed leads to you trying to risk more. Greed leads to you being impatient and trying to trade on days you shouldn't be trading. And greed mainly comes from ambition. When you have ambition, you want to achieve your goals. And unlike fields like e-commerce or whatever, I feel like in those fields, greed is kind of like a good thing for you, because that greed and that ambition will lead to you working more hours and like building something, finding products, like searching, building new websites, launching more ad campaigns. And you can actually like scale by just work. But in trading, it's a little different. And I'm not telling you to go start e-commerce. What I'm telling you is that you can make more money from trading than you would ever make in e-commerce. Way more. But the downside is that you have to be able to step back during times when you shouldn't be trading. And as a result, your schedule is going to be even better than you would in e-commerce. Because it's going to be like you don't trade for a week, then you get the good setup, and that one setup is going to make you the same amount as you would eventually be making with like a drop shipping store. You know, you can make money like this, straight out of printing money out of thin air. And the thing that would allow you to do that is like kind of stepping back from that greed, stepping back from that ambition. Ambition's great, but if you fuel it like in the wrong way, it's only going to hurt you, because that ambition is going to turn into over trading. It's going to turn into forcing trades that aren't there. It's going to prevent you from learning. If you start and go straight into live funds, I've noticed a lot of people do that. Like they DM me and it's like I'm kind of confused at like what they're saying. It's like they're like, I'm looking at a gold long here, and I'm like, explain it, send me your setup. And they send me a chart with like a direction, but there's nothing on the chart, and I'm like, explain it, what are you looking for here? And they don't have a system. And one thing I realize is these people, they come into the market trying to make money without an actual system. Your psychology isn't enough. You have to have like, sure, the psychology is 90% of it, and your system may only be 10%, but that 10% is an inevitable 10% that you need. You need to have something that you can look at and actually measure like accuracy, actually measure what you're doing with that like 10%, because that 10% is the thing that actually gets you in a trade and out of a trade. And for me, that 10% is ICT. I feel like it makes up an even bigger portion of that, because I feel like without ICT, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't be able to see the market how I do, where I'm able to literally use a lower time frame like model to get in, find that daily bias, and literally exit like as soon as it hits that daily target. Like even today during NFP, I'm gonna see if my screen is connected. Even today during NFP, what do we have? Now I'll be breaking down all this for like newer people that don't yet understand any of this. But we had a daily confluence right here, and on the 4 hour, I used like a little, there was a fair value gap that it was respecting. But we have a daily confluence right here, and that's where we opened, and here's the next daily confluence. And what you'll notice is that we literally ran from one daily confluence to the other. And with ICT, what I'm able to do is use the lower time frames, like in this case the 4 hour. There was this 4 hour IFVG and then 4 hour FVG right here, and it respected both of those. And then it ran down towards that daily level. So you would have been able to use the lower time frame 4 hour to get into a trade to get yourself to that daily time frame in efficiency. And I'm basically in and out at the perfect times. I'm able to execute properly. I'm able to literally get a great entry and exit properly because I understand the market. So for me, I feel like the actual system and the strategy makes up for a larger percentage. And now my psychology is more of just like the importance of my psychology is accepting that there's going to be losses, accepting losing streaks, accepting blown accounts, and just keep going at it. Because most of the time, those blown accounts, like sure, it can be something with like the system or like the market isn't respecting the confluences. But most of the time, the market's only not respecting those confluences during days that you shouldn't be trading anyways. So if I blow my account, it's a lesson that I was trading during a time over and over again that I shouldn't have been trading. Like that I didn't learn my lesson from the first few like lost trades or blown accounts. And I kept doing it until I blew my account. So that's one of those things. You want to learn how to take a step back from the market, and you want to prevent yourself from having that internal desire for like money right now, because in trading that's not how it works. In trading you can make an infinite amount of money. Like if you catch a good trade and you actually layer in positions like how I've been doing on my live account, you would have seen like it's literally like, let me pull up the Instagram post because I was literally just looking at it. Like it's still shocking, even though I literally did it, to look back and see this like this is on my Instagram and you can check it out. But that right there, look, deposit, and on the right side it says $200 right above 194 and withdraw 3,000. I took, and it was sell positions, right? And all those sell positions. And I broke down the trade on the Instagram page. And basically, like looking back at that, because now I'm obviously trading with more money. But looking back at that, that's insane. That's like literally infinitely scaling. And I did that multiple times. This was a 3K payout. The last one in that week was 1,500. Then I did the same exact thing to 5K. And then to 8K, and that was my $8,700 payout. That also came from like $400 total daily deposit, because I blew $200 first, and I deposited $200 again, and tried again on the same exact setup because I believed in it. And that $400 total daily deposit turned into $8,700, and that was one of the other payouts that I got. $400 to $8,700. Why? Because the skill set is there, and the system works. Like I can understand the market. So when I understand the market and I have those daily targets and I'm able to get in from one daily target the other one, I'm able to add positions all the way until I get to this next daily target. So there's basically no limit to how much I can make. In one day I can make 8K, 12K, and I've been doing that, and it's only going up and up because I have more money, I'm more confident in my system, and whenever I get an opportunity, I'm going to enter. Even if I blow the account because I'm over leveraging, like I'm adding too much positions, like I'm willing to deposit again on that because it's my system and I'm not risking that much money. I'm risking only as much. It's like with a lower account, it's kind of the same thing as having 100K and risking 1%. That's the same mindset that I have. I'm just starting at a lower level, like with less money. And that's what I've been doing. And what I learned is that essentially you make more money by withholding yourself from bad days and then just going harder on the good days. Because all you need is one good day out of the trading month or week or few weeks, and you'll make more money than somebody would that worked 24 hours every single day. Literally. Because you just basically scale in, you get that daily target, you added enough positions, and then you just start holding it. And by the time it gets to that daily target, you have just made 20K in one day. And that's going to be my next trade. Like I had a 25K month. My next objective is having 25K in a single trade. And I genuinely know I can do that. Like it's not even a matter of like, oh, I think I can do it, I'm going to try to do it. I know I can do that, and I will do that once the next opportunity presents itself. NFP just ended. Next week's going to open up. It's going to present some good opportunities. It's the month of June. June is seasonally bearish on gold. But yeah, it's all about psychology. It's all about confidence in yourself, and I will prove that to you guys. I will prove to you guys that I'm only going to go up higher and higher from where I'm currently at, and you guys just have to be along to watch it. If you need somebody to like show you, to motivate you that it's possible, I will be that person for you. I will show you that it's possible. I will show you that I'm doing it firsthand because it's already clicked for me. I built a profitable system, and it's going to be hard for you guys to believe because I'm out on social media. A lot of people just aren't on social media. I'm here at the end of the day because I know it's going to make me more money, and I feel fulfilled from spending my time doing something valuable instead of like sitting around or like doing something else. I don't just want to like hide in the shadows as a lot of people like. I like doing things that bring me a sense of fulfillment, a sense of purpose. And that's what I feel by coming out on social media and providing value for you guys, motivating you guys, and getting those messages from people that say, hey Marky, like, you're really an inspiration to me. Like, I've been learning trading for like the last 2 years, and I've been getting demotivated, but I've seen what you're doing. I've seen what you're doing with a little bit of money, and it really motivates me that I can do the same. And you guys can do the same. It's all about skill set. It's all about mindset. You just formulate your mind in a way that you accept the lows, and you really go hard on those highs. That's all. I hope you guys learned something from episode 2 of the Zero to Market Engineer series. I don't even know what I talked about in this video. There's just a lot of yap. I'll just title it Yap Session. Alrighty guys. Catch you guys in episode 3. Peace out.